Сейчас будет животрепещущий квестик. Ничего, ничего. Пытался его пройти, у меня все повисло.
He's not a thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
All I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say
Сразу по-другому заговорил.
Embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Dance to a nuclear bomb.
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. Place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of mine, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to be brave with no anger and no regrets.
Touch it. Either you execute Dance, or I will not. The choice is yours.
If he dies, what happens to me?
Given the circumstances, I'd be willing to overlook this lapse in judgment. The fact that Dance's true nature was hidden from you isn't your fault. Now make your decision, or I will.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Is it too late to change my mind?
Of course not, Knight. I realize this is difficult for you. So I'm willing to forgive your previous insubordination. Now either you execute Dance, or I will.
Please. He deserves to live.
That time has already passed. Make your choice.
Твою мать, а! Господи, какой тупизм! Чё с этой диалоговой системой? Чё я такого сказал? Почему я не могу вернуться к предыдущему диалогу?
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why is this
Какой фигуристый парень, а?
destroyed?
He's still alive because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton. It wasn't born from the womb of flesh. By attempting to play
After all,
you're the physical. Look around you. Millions.
Right.
They called it a new... Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind those ethics.
it's true. But when I saw and when I heard you, don't you understand? From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood,
It's too late for that. The Institute is... I don't intend. My orders...
it's all right. You convinced me, whatever you decide.
touching. Either you execute...
After all the sacrifice.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dance saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn woman. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, no, you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of her. I'm returning to the Prydwen Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Посмотрим, Макс уедет или нет. Ну, как быстро.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
So what are you gonna do now?
I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my
Твою
heart
мать, а?
belongs to the Brotherhood. I suppose this is goodbye. I'll be here.
Ничего, не дадут выполнить задание, да? Супер. Мне не дали выполнить задание. Это задание, которое невозможно, наверное, выполнить. Супер! У-ху-ху! Еще 5 минут диалога. Еще разок. Да, я пошла эту игру. Мастхей! У-ху-ху-ху!
Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
Обожаю. 5-й раз.
How did you find us?
When I sent you to execute this machine, I suspected you'd have difficulty following my orders. When you arrived, it appears that my instincts were correct. What did it say to you that made you betray the Brotherhood? Why is it still alive?
I refuse because your orders are ridiculous.
How dare you? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. It wasn't born flesh. By attempting to... After all, you're the physical... Look around you. Millions. They called it a new... Can't you see the same... You're a single bomb in it.
Dance shares the same beliefs as the Brotherhood.
Don't be so naive. How can you trust the word of a machine? A machine. Those...
It's true. But when I saw my brothers die, and when I heard... Don't you understand? From the moment I was...
It's too late for that now. The Institute is... I don't intend. My orders...
It's all right. You convinced me. Whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you execute me...
Sure. After all this...
Very well.
If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Which leaves me, Dance. As far as you are pursued. And from this day forward, should you choose to ignore me, do we...
I do. Thank you for believing it.
Don't mistake my word. The only reason you're still alive. I'm returning to the Take some time. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Где-то тварь тут ходит. А может он эту херню отправил, чтобы его убить? Короче, нет здесь никого.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days. Besides, you're slipping. Now, you better get back. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxim knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Can't you come with me now?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen aboard the Prydwen, at the police station, or at the airport, not only would I be killed, I'd undermine his authority. I won't do that. But if you need me to take the fight anywhere else, I'll be there.
Can't you come with?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen
Вот
if you
он.
need me,
Goodbye, Dance.
farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Охуительно, охуительно, как все-таки в этой игре, блядь, как здесь круто. С Максоном нужно поговорить. Уже все в курсе, что супермутанты были когда-то людьми.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
You're not going to have him killed behind my back, are you?
I'm a man of my word, Knight. If he remains invisible to the Brotherhood of Steel, he has nothing to fear. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Where did Dance keep his power armor?
I'm certain you can find it in Proctor Ingram's section of the ship. Wear it with pride. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put on the Liberty Prize, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Где комната-то Данса?
Elder Maxon?
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Ну вот на него комната, да? А, это капитан Кайлс тут живет. Здесь Максон живет. Вот, наверное, Дэнса, да? Кровать, да. Собачьи консервы. И где собаки? Интересно бы знать. Так, ну что, можно глянуть. Что он там за брони мне подогнал.
As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the Capitol Police.
Т-60Д. Т-60Б. Вот она, его броня. С этим поговорить. С Кэпом, что ли?
Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
Очень хорошо. Привет. Печальное происшествие.
Do you think Dance's execution was justified?
It's quite obvious Dance was a traitor, or at the very least, a turncoat in the making. That machine's presence was endangering this ship and its crew, so it needed to be dealt with, swiftly and without mercy. Your actions in this matter were not only justified, they were vital to our mission. With all of that behind us, we can shift
Ему
our
шапка
focus back to
великовата.
our wartime preparations.
No rest for the weary.
We'll rest when the Institute is a smoking ruin. Until then, Elder Maxon and I expect you to be at your best. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount
Не хочу.
of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces.
Я не буду заходить в тусовку, хватит мне слать приглашение.
Still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Should have buried those idiots when I was dealing with the chip.
Yes. It's quite disappointing that you allowed them to proceed this far. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwin. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
Anything useful you can tell me about Pam?
We have very little information on it. Its primary function is supposed to be using mathematical calculations in order to predict future events. I have no idea how successful it was, but if the railroad's been using Pam for this long, it's got to be providing them with some sort of benefit. I'm sure Proctor Quinlan would be pleased to have it in his possession.
I think that should be sufficient information to assist you on the mission, Paladin. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Try and get Pam back here in one piece, okay?
I have another assignment for you, Paladin. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat to the Brotherhood. The time has come to deal with him.
Так, все. Не хотелось бы пока подземку уничтожить.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
Vertebrate docking systems.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk skin. Not like this.
Понятно. Блять.
Pam wants you. She explained why, but I couldn't figure it out.
Make sure you're never followed here. It's all our asses.
Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication.
Pam.
Security mode enabled. Voice interface is unavailable at this time.
Да, да, проходил. А мне не с ней надо поговорить? Не понял. С кем нет барабанщик-то сказал поговорить?
Pam.
Security lockdown is in effect. Communication impossible.
You in the spotlight? You really walked the freedom trail. By yourself. We're running sense out of the well.
Desdemona.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor.
Давай.
The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
Where'd you hear that?
Deacon brought it to my attention. And, as usual, he won't give up his source.
Хорошо.
That sounds crazy, all right.
That's not a denial. Deacon has proof you used teleportation of all things to get inside the Institute. We know you got inside with the help of the Brotherhood of Steel. My hope is you've infiltrated them for us. Or at the very least, your true loyalty lies with us. So let's put it to the test. We have a vital mission that only you can carry out. You up to it?
Why should I help you instead?
Now that the Brotherhood knows where the Institute is, in time, they will mount an offensive. And once they do, they'll slaughter everyone in the Institute. Men, women, children, and every synth they can find. I respect you far too much to believe you'd participate in such a bloodbath.
Why should I help you instead?
Now that the Brotherhood knows where the Institute
Не надо мне здесь рассказывать сюжет, пожалуйста. Или я сейчас вообще перестану читать сообщения. Я уже просил, кажется, несколько раз.
I respect you far too much to believe you'd participate in such a bloodbath.
Why should I help you instead?
Now that the Brotherhood knows where the Institute is, in time, they will mount an offensive. And once they do, they'll slaughter everyone in the Institute. Men, women, children, and every synth they can find. I respect you far too much to believe you'd participate in such a bloodbath.
Блин, до какой степени можно пройти сюжеты всех фракций-то?
I don't know.
You can't seriously be considering working with the Brotherhood. They view synths as an abomination. They'd kill them all. Please, think about it and reconsider.
Ладно, я пока подумаю.
All the sense got it.
Где у нас институт-то? Так, с отцом пока говорить не хочу.
Coursers give me the creeps, you know? They seem, I don't know, cold. Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
Сколько время-то? 9 утра.
You just don't want to admit to yourself what. If you're about to launch into one of your passionate speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of it by now. write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a symbol can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if
Блять, кто там идет, а?
then it is a living person by every standard. Nice work, Ashley. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, you know where to find the temple.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, philosophers. Do well to remember, the Siths aren't just Father's legacy. They're his gift to humanity.
Doctor?
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation Siths are a true breakthrough, culminating of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhausting. I could talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
Блин, ну почему они здесь такие необщительные?
Dr. Logan?
All visions are important. I tend to think of robotics as the first among evils. If you ask me, the Sith software is keep up.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
Hi, Doc.
Ah, hello. If I may take a moment of your time, we're having some trouble on the surface. There's a den of those abominable feral ghouls that's been threatening one of our scavenger teams. We've had to recall the synth scavengers until the situation can be dealt with. Hopefully by you.
Do you know where these feral ghouls are coming from?
We have a pretty good idea, yes. So you'll take the mission?
I'll take care of those feral ghouls for you.
I'm very grateful for your help. I have no first-hand experience with these creatures, of course, but I've heard that they can be quite vicious. They are also quite territorial, so you should prepare for a fight. Good luck.
Боулинг, Бивер, Крик. Ебать, это что, Форхат, что ли? Пиздец. Ох, так же. Так, понятно, что это задание.
Hey.
I am pleased to assist with the processing of new synths. Welcome. Please proceed directly to processing.
Ну, что пишут? Данные о событиях. Не знаю. Порось в коде игры, может там что узнаешь. Ну, я думаю, это цензура просто обычная. Чтобы, наверное, для японцев новую версию не выпускать игры, они для всех решили их в трусах выпускать. Это не робот, это синт. Как они тогда будут внедряться в общество, если они сами не знают, люди они или синты в итоге? Вот статья синт или андроид. Ой. Так, ладно, это очень было интересно все читать. Где выход? О, еще 2 компьютера. Как это интересно, а? Обожаю читать журнальчики. Я не знаю. Я считаю, что в любой ролевой игре должен быть всегда третий выбор. Это оставить всех живыми. Почему-то в For Harbor смогли это реализовать, а в основной игре не захотели. Я ни хера не хочу никого убивать. Я не хочу, чтобы Придвин падал. Я не хочу подземку уничтожать, и уж тем более институт. Но, блин, почему-то такая хуйня здесь происходит. Особенно учитывая то, что ни одна из фракций не является настоящими подонками. Просто не захотели, видимо, морочиться создатели. Ух ты, как интересно, а? Но у них даже кровь синтетическая, искусственная. Они полные копии людей. Собственно, поэтому они и в трусах. Ну, за рейдеров типа можно играть в этом в дополнении. Но почему-то... Ну, типа, знаешь почему? Потому что рейдеры это не фракция. Это скорее стиль жизни. Они все группами, бандами. У меня есть ряд поселений, где живут рейдеры, но... Я когда в Nuke World начал играть, я подошел к обычным рейдерам, думаю, сейчас скажут: свой чувак, я же лидер всех рейдеров Содружества, по идее. Хер там. Начали стрелять. Вот такие дела. О, вот это интересно, это интересно. Расследование. Ну, можно, но это очень реализовано тупо. Ну, это да, ради прикола. И еще даже для меня есть терминал, надеюсь, уникальный. Ой, да, супер, я сейчас приду. Ну, можно, да, этим позаниматься. И с модами тоже. Я отходил. За институт я, по-моему, проходил, не помню точно. Да, за институт. За других я не знаю, что будет, поэтому не хочу знать. И вообще пока выбор это не хочу делать. Ага. Да. Жишка какая. Ладно, получу сейчас все задания здесь в институте. Эд Виктория. Ладно, скажу честно, хочу я трофейчик выбить здесь. Платиновый. Думаю, сейф я, наверное, сделал правильно. Сейчас выбор же. Либо братство уничтожает подземку, либо подземку, либо битва за банкер Хилл. Это, наверное, тоже что-то такое. Ладно, неважно. Так, роботикс есть. Че, блядь, за часы ебаные? Это есть роботикс, да? О, я вот так по кругу побегаю.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Isaac.
Well, if it isn't our visitor from the past. Some time ago, we covertly replaced the family patriarch of Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of genetically modified seeds that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful with these. They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task.
Seeds for what?
A melon plant that will, if my calculations are correct, be able to grow even in heavily irradiated soil. The fruit it bears will be perfect.
Блять, кто там, сука, названивает? Ёбаный в рот, блять.
Healthy and edible. Or so I hope. Now listen closely, because this next part is vital. When Roger asks how your trip was, tell him some blood bugs chased you halfway across the Commonwealth. That code phrase will identify you as an agent of the Institute. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing to draw attention to yourself or raise suspicion.
And if your synth has been compromised?
Then you'll have to improvise. You seem clever, I'm sure you'll manage. Now hurry on to Warwick Homestead so we can begin the experiment.
Dr. Carlin?
Remember, with discretion. We don't want to blow our synth's cover.
Доктор Карлин, блядь.
It's great to have you here.
Clayton.
I'm glad you're here. I'd like to conduct an experiment, but I need some assistance with it. I believe we can improve the growth rates of our crops by using mutated cells, such as those found in supermutants. To test this theory, I'll need a tissue sample from a particularly strong supermutant. I expect I'll eventually need several such samples, but let's just start with one.
How do I, obtain this tissue sample, exactly?
Well, I suppose you'll just cut off some of its flesh, store it however you like, and then bring it to me. Probably best if you kill it first.
You need a tissue sample from a strong super mutant. Got it.
That's right. Now remember, only a particularly hardy super mutant will fit the bill for this experiment.
Ну понятно.
I don't need it right away. But if you do come across such a specimen, I'd be grateful if you could bring back a sample.
Clayton.
Something I can do for you?
Может, соснешь?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
Not at the moment, but thanks for...
Так, ну это мне нравится. Что
Anything I can
продает?
help you with?
Так.
Hey.
I can't imagine living on the
Это
surface.
кто?
Sounds Dr. Watson doesn't think I'm Institute material. I'm gonna prove him wrong. It's hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses.
Нонсейн. Нонсейн. Так, ну это, блин, прикольно, ребятки. О-хо-хо, куча новых заданий. Это что за бичес? Хоумис. Так, давайте дальше смотреть. Пам-пам-пам, пам-пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Так. Я отсюда, кажется, пришел. Или кто такой?
Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
Я помню этого чувака, по-моему, с ним какой-то квестик был связан. Отдел высших систем. А там, наверное, этого чудище нужно убить. Как они там называются?
Safety first. Remember that.
Dr. Watson.
You make a lot of trips to the surface, right?
Да с удовольствием, чувак.
Brotherhood of Steel has developed some impressive technology, and I think we could learn some things from them. The best place to start would be to study their design schematics, assuming you can get your hands on some.
Where can I find these schematics?
Probably keep them in a safe place, like a chest, locker. I'd expect guards as well.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. We've got a lead on a small Brotherhood salvage team. That's a good place to start.
Понятно.
Hi.
I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin, but I can't be in two places at once. We haven't been able to crack that one yet. Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work as we do.
Я ценю это, чувак.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Rosalind?
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement. Sleep is such a waste of time.
I'd love to get my hands on one of some Brotherhood vertebrates.
Yes.
Huh?
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
Ну вот этот пиздун. Кстати, он дает задание одно интересное. Какое-то оружие уникальное он дает. Доктор Ли, по-моему. Муфта выхлопа, это жопа, что ли? Может быть, если бы доктор Ли остался здесь, как-то изменилось бы, ну фиг его знает. Блин, ну за братство можно, конечно, поиграть. Но мне как-то, блин, честно говоря, подземка больше нравится. Не знаю почему. Какие-то они, мне кажется, более такие адекватные, что ли.
Got a minute to patch me up, Dr. Volker?
Let's see what's wrong with you. This isn't too bad. Now, hold still, please. All right, that should do it. There's a stock of medical supplies over in requisitions.
Читал. Ну, здесь вот охотники живут.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously. Dr. Secord, I'm glad you're here. I just got some bad news, and you should probably hear.
Я вас слушаю.
The Raider gang just hit one of our scavenger teams. The bastards captured a Gen 1 synth. Our tracking shows that it's still functioning, but we don't have the assets to spare for a rescue.
Do you have a fix on its location?
Yeah. In fact, I can upload the location to your Pip-Boy. Take this transmitter, give it to the synth when you find it. Report back when the Raiders are gone and I'll schedule the retrieval.
Так. Очень интересно. Наркопритон.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that?
A successful mission on all counts, sir. It was an honor to fight at your side.
Я рад.
Dr. Secord. We really should improve security for our surface work crews, but our resources are limited.
Ну тут еще чувак какой-то был подан.
Dr. Ayo.
If you're going to be in Diamond City anytime soon,
Так.
you might not be aware of it. The city's mayor is a synth.
Знаю, слышал.
He monitors developments in the Commonwealth and compiles reports on matters of possible interest to us. Since you visit the surface more than anyone else down here, I figured you can pick up the latest report.
How do we do this without raising suspicion?
You'll meet with the mayor privately, away from prying eyes. The mayor will be waiting in his office. He'll give you the report, and then you'll bring it back to me.
Remember, discretion is vital to our operations in Diamond City. So try to keep a low profile. You wouldn't happen to have a spare Polaroid?
А я этот терминал разве читал? Я не помню что-то. Читал.
Nothing to report, ma'am. Remember to conserve every opportunity.
Давайте с Diamond City начнем. Бах, без палева, да, вернулся? Вот он, Diamond City. Прям очень мегатону, кстати, напоминает. Прям конкретно. Так, пластическую операцию хочу делать. А, здесь ее не сделаешь. Да, блин. А где же сейчас делают татуировки-то? Этого доктора я убил. А, он... Этот надо.
Doc.
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
Actually, I was hoping...
I suppose. Sit down in the chair.
Ну куда садиться-то? Почему я не могу сесть? Ну не сюда точно. Твою мать, баг что ли? Ну а что еще?
We offer a wide variety of medical treatments.
I need a new face.
All right.
Ну почему я не могу сесть? А, вот. Еще 100 баксов снял. Нормально, нормально. Тело. Можно тело даже поменять, нет? Жирный можно сделать. О. Макияж, макияж. Ну, прикольно. Новая татуировка. Стильная. Все время очки я делаю какие-то непонятные. Док Уотерс. Это задание с Макдонахом бесконечное. Насколько я помню. Так.
Обожаю. Обожаю.
Сел геймпад. О, отлично.
Enjoy your new home.
Hey, Geneva.
You have your permit. Anything else? This office can't help you.
You need something, Scabber?
Ничего не нужно.
I'd love to talk, but I have matters to attend to.
Mayor McDonough.
Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. I trust you've been sent by our mutual friend, Mr. Io. I hope he's doing well.
You have something for me?
I like a woman who gets to the point. A mayor's time is valuable, after all. Hancock. Ugh. He won't shut up about me. Every caravan that comes from good neighbor is loaded with hearsay and rumors about my loyalties. I keep telling our mutual friends that they need to step up our plan to deal with him. Reiterate the urgency, if you could. The full details are in my report, along with some other points of interest. Here it is. Make sure that nobody sees this. Better you destroy it than let it fall into the wrong hands.
Донесение.
Anything else I should know?
I think that's enough for now. When I have more, I'll let our mutual friends know. I'll let you see yourself out. Do travel safely.
McDonough.
Excuse me, but I'm...
Донесение. Ну, кстати, вот это вот очень даже неплохо сделано. что вначале, когда я попал в Даймонд Сити, я, конечно, сомневался, что он синт, а тут теперь уже знаю точно. Пункт 1. Пайпер все еще представляет себе проблему. Девчонка имеет раскап секреты, может узнать правду о наших отношениях. Нужен агент, который никак не связан со мной. Ну да, подземка. На эту тему все еще нет назначен дам. Есть слухи о том, что капитальный штаб находится по Европе. Агенты Даймонд Сити. Еще несколько раз много. Внутри Хэнков. Это чертов гуд, за мной вся лидера отребья. Кстати, я решил сделать все возможное, чтобы еще свою репутацию на прямой путь, потому что оттуда нас становится более подозрительно. Пункт 4. Ферма Гули. Гули фермеры из Патагонки стараются улучшить свой уровень жизни. В Даймонд Сити. Это лишь вопрос времени. Если мои указания будут выполняться долго. Пункт 5. Блоуджоп-мэна. Честно говоря, я в это не верю. На какой случай буду блоуджоп-мэны вернулись, учитывая, что... Что там про них? Я что-то пропустил. Комп можно вас почитать? Ах ты сука такая. Ну стрелять начнем сразу. Ну это точно его комната. Это секретаря, да? Блин, где тут? О! За этим вернусь. Ну, зная эту игру, могу предположить, что он ни хера ничего не сделал. Хотя кто его знает. Ну.
You lead the way, and I'll always be close behind.
Paladin dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
I'm locked and loaded and ready to take on the enemy. When you're ready to go, I'm right behind you.
Ready.
Roger that.
Че, он тут что-нибудь изменил, нет?
Brotherhood rose from the ashes of the U.S. military.
Все братство стали респектуют. Который его приказал убить. Growing up. Я думаю, он не будет против, если мы пару заданий для института выполним. Кто с кем? Так, что мне делать-то надо? Одного из наших симптомов захватил Рейда. Когда он присутствует в контроль, просил меня мой чел, что мы возвращаем.
Hi. Hey there.
Индеец, помню, раньше стоял. Ну, как надо их убивать. Это и есть наркопритон, кстати. Тот самый, куда мне надо идти. Пойдем, Ди. Где он? Он я был в этом притоне. Стой, Дэнс. Стой.
Hold.
Just chill out, asshole.
Пускай спит, а я потом песочный человек ему сделаю.
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon. Only a fucking coward hides.
Иди нахер.
No sign of him now.
Они каким-то образом чувствуют. Ай? Это что за дробовик такой? Это вариация этого же дробовика, чуть не пойму.
Hey.
Awaiting your command.
Come on.
No problem. Well, let's see what you've acquired.
Hey.
Need something?
Wait there.
Roger.
Moving out.
Holding position.
The Institute sent me. Take this transmitter, and they'll send a courser to pick you up.
I look forward to returning to my duties. Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Сочного велосипеда стремится присмотреть забить чертежи. По-любому. Здесь чертежи спрятаны. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха. Кстати, ферма Ворвиков. Так, задание по поводу так называемой фермы Ворвиков. Меня просили доставить генетически модифицированные семена. Тащили кодовую фразу, которую Синт может произносить во мне. Agent the Institute. Да, как ни странно. Слушайте, я не пойму, что это за оружие такое. Или я дурак? Короткий самодельный трехствольный дробовик. То есть у этого уже 115, он даже не прокачанный. Блин, дробовичок четко смотрит. Чуть там с этой, с какой-то клюшкой.
Didn't run into too much trouble coming out here, I hope.
Some blood bugs chased me halfway across the Commonwealth, but I made it.
Yeah, those things can be pretty territorial. Glad they didn't catch you. Since you traveled all this way, how about a quick tour? Right this way, if you please. I'll show you what we've been up to here at the Warwick homestead.
Давай, Холмс. Ну там и пупс лежит.
I'm not sure how long these metal structures are going to last, but seem to have weathered the elements pretty well so far.
Can we trade a few things?
Good. We'll take those. Listen, I need your help. The whole operation's in danger of being exposed.
Why? What happened?
I think my foreman, Bill Sutton, suspects what I really am. He's been spying on me and having secret conversations with our farmhand Cedric. Now, he's starting to work on my wife and kids, trying to turn them against me too.
This entire situation is ridiculous. The only reason I haven't already gunned him down is for your sake.
They aren't your wife and kids. Don't lose perspective here.
I know that. It's just... It's a habit, I guess. I've gotten used to saying it. Anyway, there's more to it. Cedric's vanished. Bill says he had to visit a sick relative, but I think he went to get help.
Do you have any idea where Cedric went?
Of course I know. The whole point of their plan was to keep me from finding out. But I have a feeling that someone around here does. Bill's taken June and the kids into his confidence. He might have told them what he's planning. Right now, they're too suspicious to talk to me about it, but they've got no reason to suspect you. Just remember, Bill's got them all pretty scared. It's not gonna be easy.
Да, очень крутое задание, прям вообще капитально крутое на самом деле. Так, сперва с детьми поговорим.
Hi there. Sorry, lady, but I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Well, I'm not a stranger. I'm a friend of your father's, and I'm here to help him.
Oh, good. I'm really glad you're here, because I'm scared something bad is gonna happen to my dad. Foreman Bill said Dad's a synth. That's like a robot, looks like a real person. Foreman Bill said he had an idea to take care of our synth problem. He gave Cedric some caps and said I'm a good neighbor. I wish they would just leave my dad alone.
Mrs. Warwick? Got a few things for trade, if you're interested. Lord knows it wasn't always that way.
Какой красивый, а? Кстати, она мне нравится.
I've got a few minutes.
Очень красиво.
I just need to trade gear with you. Just wanted to trade a few things.
Прощальное письмо.
I want to trade a few things.
Sure.
Ну-ка. Прощальное письмо. С кем он там прощается-то? Билл, все окончено. На этот раз я серьезно. Ты давно же тот парень, с которым я вышла замуж. Тот Билл не продал бы наших браминов за химикаты. Ты злой жестокий алкаш, между нами все кончено. Марджи до сих пор плохо видит правым глазом. Задум всего минут, возможно, ты ослепил собственную дочь. Мы с детьми уходим, не смей нас искать, раз уж сказал, что убьет тебя сейчас, я наверняка. Мэри.
Let's trade.
Твою мать, дайте мне поиграть, а!
Okay.